Hi, good afternoon. I thought it was high time that I gave you a quick tour, introduction of the van. You've seen the van maybe on the channel if you've been watching the channel for a while, and if you haven't, welcome to Maverick Productions. Maverick is the name of our trusty 1978 Volkswagen camper van. Mav is a left-hand drive, and which is a little bit strange in the UK, but you do get used to it. We've had the van for about 13 years now. 14 years? 14 years. 14 years. I'm a man. I don't know dates. I can't remember stuff like that. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do you get on when you try and overtake somebody? Mav's got 42 brake horsepower. I think the last time he was dynoed. I'm not overtaking anything much faster than a cyclist. So it's never really an issue. I think in all the time I've been driving him, we've probably had to overtake two slower moving vehicles. Normally there's a massive queue of people behind us. Mav's only a small space, but he's actually a multi-room vehicle. We're going to start with the kitchen. If we want to cook anything or make a cup of tea, here's the kitchen, and we've got the kitchen drawer with all the things you're going to need in here: knife, forks, spoons, tin opener, all the usual stuff you'd find in a kitchen drawer. Inside the cupboards in here, we've got mugs, frying pans, plates, bowls, chopping boards, washing equipment, tea, coffee, matches, vinegar, salt and vinegar, very important in the UK when you're going to get your fish and chips. Only one of you can realistically work in the kitchen at any given time. But yeah, that's about it for the kitchen. We'll move on to the dining room next, which seems like a logical progression. Having cooked yourself a tasty breakfast, lunch or dinner in your massively expansive kitchen, it's time to decamp to the dining room. Dining room with a view. And as it is today, it's the best view in North Norfolk. Over the cliffs, looking at the sea, a few whitecaps out there. I'm not going to be swimming in that anytime today. I don't think it's way too rough. You've had your dinner in your dining room and you want to just chill out for the afternoon, for the evening, sit and watch the world go by, watch a movie or something. Pack the dining room away. And put it into living room configuration, which you can see, really quick and easy. So you've now got a two-seater sofa, somewhere to put your feet, and I'm going to get told off for putting my feet on the furniture, I'm sure. Penultimate room of Mav. I'm going to leave the slightly odd one until last. So yeah, if you want to know what the slightly odd one is, then stick around to the end of the video. Let's introduce you to the bedroom. So the lounge cushions transit to the back of the van. The rock and roll seat moves up and creates a completely flat bed. So having had your pretty comfortable night's sleep, you need to put the van back to lounge, living room, dining room, kitchen configuration. Pretty easy to do. It's a rock and roll bed. It's a fairly straightforward, lift the back part, lift that part, and away you go. I said it's going to get a little bit strange, and apologies, this might gross a few people out, but I'm going to do it anyway. The dining room, lounge, kitchen, bedroom converts to a toilet. Told you it was slightly odd. And yes, we would put the curtains up around the van when using the toilet. For a pretty small van, which is just a tin top, he hasn't got a pop top or anything like that, so he's more of a day van rather than a full-on camper. There's quite a lot of storage in here, and I'll just run through quickly what we've got available. So under the seat where I'm sitting here is where we keep all of the spares, bits and pieces. We've got camping chairs under here. I've got a toolbox because he's a 48-year-old van. yeah, is likely to break down at any given point. So a set of tools with some spares is always recommended. We've got a couple of water carriers under here and a few other bits and pieces. We've also got the wardrobe here, which, I say wardrobe, got a couple of hooks in it. You can hang a coat in it. It's a dumping ground. The barbecue goes in here, the gas bottle, the spare petrol can, part of the awning goes in here. We've got a huge blow-up awning that goes on the side. And because I can't stand up in here, Becky can. She can just about stand in the van, but I need to get dressed in the awning because I'm bent over. Imagine trying to kind of get dressed like this. It's not the easiest thing in the world. At the back here, we've got another little cupboard, which goes all the way down, quite low. And I've put a couple of shelves in here. You can get quite a lot of stuff in here. We can get clothes in here for the two of us for 7 days, if you're careful. For a small van, there's actually a surprising amount of storage space. So final bit, start at the back of the van. One thing we always get asked by people, and funnily enough, I did just end up having about a 5-minute conversation with a chap who just walked past. We always get asked about the engine in the van, and this is where I fall down. I'm not a Volkswagen expert. I just love the van. I just love Volkswagens. It's a 1600 twin carb air-cooled engine. I don't think it's the original engine in the van. I'm sure any Volkswagen experts out there could tell me what a late Bay 1978 should have in it. So that's it. That concludes the tour of the van. I appreciate your time if you're still here at the end of the video, and thanks for watching. As always, hopefully as the UK weather improves, we'll be able to get out and about in the van a bit more, and we'll be able to show you some more adventures that we get up to. Stay safe whatever you're up to, and we'll see you soon. Bye.